Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Here I am Ahmad Gunabisono and I am closing government. I will give the statement. This house will be impoverished for the corruption. So for the first, the government say the impoverished for the corruption is enough. I am really disagree because long time in the case corruption in our country, long time since the era of the president of Soekarno until now, the President Jokowi era, it doesn't clear about the case of the corruption. Why? It means it is to be not seriously for the government to handling the case of the corruption. So if the impoverished to corruption, the corruptor to be handling the case of the corruptor in our country, it really doesn't effective. Why? Because the impoverished for the corruption is only make their will is lack, and then doesn't make to override about the corruptor. And then the second, the corruptor is worldly attitude in many aspects, according to religion, according to the norms in the tradition, and etc. So I mean like that. In religion, if you steal the small things, is really prohibited. And then this is about the big money in our country. So the big money is the right of our society, especially for our government. So how about you? If the big money was stolen and then they don't give to us about the responsibility. So the impoverished penalty for the corruption doesn't work, really doesn't work. Why? This is to be being many problem to the new corruptor, because they cannot to give shock therapy to them. We can look to the superpower country like China, USA, Germany. In China, Xi Jinping applied for the death penalty to the corruptor. And then in the China, we can see the case of the corruptor in China is really can minimize. So it means in China is seriously to handling the case of the corruption. It means the death penalty is giving shock therapy for the corruptor. And then in the USA, Joe Biden was applying about the rule constitution of the death penalty to the corruption and imprisonment forever for them. And from this case, every official, when they want to corruption in the USA, they will afraid. In the Germany, they must to pay back and give prison forever. And if we want to imitate in the Germany country, it is impossible. Why? Because the person in the Germany is really disciplined, especially in their education. In Indonesia, and in era of the President Joko Widodo, applying about the character, but it really doesn't work. Why? Because to be evidence in this country is still many the case of the corruptor. So if we look again in the north of Korea, the North Koreans was applying for the corruptor the death penalty, and then the death penalty is really effective to give the problem solved to the case of the corruptor. Especially in Malaysia, they will give the hanging penalty or imprisonment forever. And then I think the death penalty is really nice